Hey guys, back with a bit of a different video today. Nate and Eric from BaseballCardJunkiesTV wanted us to explain or show them kind of why we consider ourselves card junkies, and so I'm going to show you. Alright, so this is one of my non-PC boxes. I have 4 of these full of commons, rookies, and inserts of players that I don't really collect. This is the baseball one, as you can see, sorted by team. Just a bunch of random stuff in here. Got some Yankee doubles back here. This whole row is actually TTM possibilities. And as you can see, this box has gotten pretty full, pretty tight. And like I said, this is just box 1 of 4. So this is box number 2. This is basketball. Not quite as full as the baseball one. I got rid of a lot of my random basketball stuff years ago. I kind of regret it. Been trying to build it back up the past few years. And so these are current players over here, and these are either free agents or old school players on these rows. So yeah, just a quick glimpse of box number 2 on to box number 3. So this is box number 3, and I actually completely forgot about this box until I just opened it. This is all more baseball, just former players. Some of them were just kind of common players. Some of them were more popular players that I just don't keep in the binder. So again, just a quick look, moving right along because I have a lot more to show you. Box number 4, and I recently bought this box to put most of my football stuff in it, but I wanted to put in a bunch of other stuff in here. As you see, some UFC, WWE, got my little bit of hockey back there. These are all non-sports cards over here, Walking Dead and stuff like that. So I might have to get another one of these soon to put away some of the loose football cards I got from that big lot recently. But yeah, once again, just a quick look, and let's move on. Okay, so you gotta look at my common boxes. These are my mostly hits and top-loaded stuff. I have 3 of these, or actually 4 of them. 3 of them are PC stuff, one small one which is not PC stuff. So right here we have a mixture of stuff. That's a Mike Piazza rookie, so there should be Mets right around there. I believe this is Knicks. Over here, Giants. This one I have my small Terrell Davis PC stuff, Puerto Rican PCs. I also keep my TTMs in here. UFC stuff is also here. And this is just a mixture of baseball stuff, so some of this stuff is actually not PC, it's just stuff that didn't really fit anywhere else. So yeah, that's a look at 2 of them. On to the next 2. So here are a couple more boxes. This one box is all Yankee stuff, mostly hits. You guys will see most of this stuff as I continue to make Yankee PC videos. There's just a quick glimpse of some of those. Got a couple Jeter SPs. So yeah, some of these I have shown, some of them I will show in the future. But yeah, that's the Yankee stuff. And then this little box is kind of non-PC stuff, but some of it is stuff that, even though it's not PC, I'm not really planning on moving it. For example, my Tom Brady rookie. I don't collect Tom Brady, but that's my only rookie of him, so had to put that somewhere, so put it in this box. So yeah, just a bunch of random stuff in here. Alright, so that's going to be it for the boxes. On to the binders next. So these are some of my binders. I got 3 different Giants binders. This one is kind of recent players that were on the team over the past decade or so, but are no longer with the team. That's just a quick glimpse of one. This is another Giants binder with players from the 90s and 80s and maybe even a few earlier than that. So you got some LT in the back, Sims, those type of guys. And you got some of the 90s guys. So that's Giants binder number 2. Giants binder number 3 has all the current players, mostly Eli stuff. Got a few Odells, some of the rookies from last year. So there you go, 3 Giant binders and counting. I also have 3 random baseball binders with players that I liked watching from the 90s and beyond. So we got people like Griffey in here, got some Mannies, Even got some Pedro in there, Gary Sheffield, his non-Yankee cards, Tomei, so stuff like that in this one. Here we have a few more of those types of players. Got Sosa. We got some Maddox and Glavine and Smoltz, people like that, Schilling, Randy Johnson. So just some more, mostly 90s guys. Haven't really gotten around to putting some of the newer guys in here, but there's some Frank Thomas. So again, just a random baseball binder. One more to go. One last random baseball binder. Again, these are guys that aren't really PC players, but just really good players who I keep some of their cards in these binders. Some of this stuff I end up moving it along as well. Tony Gwynn was actually a guy that I did PC for a few years. Had some Bonds there. I think this is mostly like late 80s, early 90s type guys. So yeah, and that's just 3 random baseball binders. There's some McGuire. Now I got to show you the PC baseball binders. Alright, so this right here, these are all Yankee binders. Yankees in every single one of these. So you can imagine how many Yankee PC videos I have to make from all this stuff. And this isn't even all of them. I still have a few other ones I have to show. Alright, so rounding out the Yankee binders, I have 2 Jeter binders and 1 A-Rod binder featuring his, well, this is Jeter, but the A-Rod binder is stuff from his Seattle, Texas, and Yankee days. So that's that one. So these 2 other ones are just full of Jeters. I think the first one goes up to the year 2000. The next one goes from 2000 and beyond. So yeah, that's all Yankee binders. Here are the Puerto Rican binders. Not quite as many as the Yankee binders, but it might get there eventually. I actually want to split some of these up into more binders because they're getting kind of full. But each binder just has a bunch of different Puerto Rican players. So yeah, yet another stack of binders. Here's my 1 Mets binder. I actually need another one. I have a bunch of loose Mets stuff. I think this one is mostly past players. Some of them are pictured with some other teams like Piazza with the Dodgers, stuff like that. But yeah, yet another binder. This is a binder with Chicago Bulls players from the 90s. Some people might not realize I collect some of these guys, but I was a big Michael Jordan fan, so through watching him I became a fan of a lot of these other guys he played with, and I still collect most of them to this day. Here's another basketball binder mixed with former New York Knicks players from a bunch of different years. And then towards the back I have some more former Chicago Bulls from the 90s. Guys like B.J. Armstrong and Bill Cartwright, John Paxson, those type of guys. So yet another themed binder. Here's another former Knicks binder. Mostly Patrick Ewing and Allen Houston, with a couple other guys towards the back. Marcus Camby and Sprewell, Larry Johnson. All those kind of late 90s Knicks. So one more Knicks binder to go. This is my current Knicks binder. Actually got to get some people out of here like Derrick Rose. Might have to get Carmelo out of here soon. And then towards the back I also have some New York Rangers cards. Don't have a whole lot of hockey, but keep the Rangers in here. I have 2 Michael Jordan binders. One is mostly stuff from the 90s. Mix of commons and inserts, all that type of stuff. And the other one is a mixture of stuff from late 90s and beyond. From the second time he retired. There you see some stuff with the Wizards. So I might have to get another Jordan binder eventually, depending on how much more of his stuff I get. Some of these are getting a little bit full. But yeah, so far just 2 Jordan binders. This one is another mixed binder. I have the New Jersey / Brooklyn Nets stuff in here. And towards the back I have some New York Jets. And all the way towards the back some Buffalo Bills. So eventually might have to split this binder up, but right now I have all the stuff in there together. Here's one more basketball binder. Kind of a mixture of all my favorite players from the 90s. Might have to get another basketball binder eventually for some of the more current players. Here you got all these guys like Grant Hill, Steve Nash, I think Iverson somewhere around here, Kobe, T-Mac, all those type of guys. Here's another mixed binder of current and past players that I like. Actually forgot about this one. Got some Harper and Trout there. Preston Wilson, who I used to PC. You got Felipe Lopez, Jerome Williams. Just a bunch of players that I've kind of half PC'd in the past. Here's a football binder that right now just has my Terrell Davis PC. I have a stack of football stuff that I want to put in here, but need to buy some more pages. Might do that at the card show later this month. Finally get that stuff in here. But yeah, just TD right now. And last binder, I have some Marvel stuff in this one. I think I have a few different sets in here. And then towards the back I have some wrestling stuff. I want to get a binder for all my wrestling stuff. Also got to get some binders for some of my completed sets. So even with all the binders I've shown you, I still want to get even more of them. And as if all of that wasn't enough, here are some more cards I need to look through and put away. Most of this is stuff from the recent lots I picked up. Some of it is stuff I'm sending out. Here are some 90 Donruss packs I got in the baseball lot from the Card Dreamer recently. Gotta crack those open soon. There's the stuff I used for the disliked Yankee video. Gotta put those away again. Some stuff I got in the mail recently. So yeah, there's cards here everywhere all the time. So I'm gonna pause one more time and wrap this up. Alright guys, so the point of showing you all that stuff was to say that even with all of that stuff, it's just never enough. Not one week goes by where I'm not searching for more cards on eBay or COMC, or planning to go to card shows to get more stuff there, or watching videos about cards on YouTube. So like I said, it's just never enough. So I most definitely consider myself a card junkie. And another part of this that I almost forgot was they wanted us to give them some ideas for future videos, and it was tough. I can see why you guys are struggling to come up with stuff, but something that I thought of was, since you guys appreciate all cards, not just autographs and big hits and stuff like that, I would like to see a list of maybe like your top 5 or top 10 favorite cards under $5. So it could be like a common card that just has a funny image on it or something like that, or like a $2 insert that just looks really nice, because you guys are both really good at finding that type of stuff, like nice looking parallels and low end inserts and stuff like that. So I basically want to see some of your favorite low end stuff, and that's pretty much all I came up with. If I think of anything else, I'll leave it in future comments. But yeah, that's basically it from me. Hopefully this was somewhat the type of response you were looking for, and as you guys always like to say, happy collecting.